The Civic Forum on Human Development, with funding from the European Union in partnership with the Association of Rural District Councils of Zimbabwe, ARDCZ, Lower Gurure Development Association, LGDA, and Center for Community Development Solutions, CCDS, and Nyahunure Community Trust, NCT, held a national reflection workshop in Chinoi under the theme Collaborative Team Working for Effective Service Delivery in Rural District Councils. In attendance was Chikomba, Goromonzi, Murewa, Mbire, Gurure, Mzarabani, Chegutu, and Makonde Rural District Councils. The workshop started with those in attendance having an appreciation of the project through the presentation video that was screened as an overview of the project. Workshop objectives such as 1. Collectively reviewing progress on implementation of social accountability project across the 8 districts of Zimbabwe, Makonde Chegutu Rural, Mbire, Muzarabani, Gurure, Chikomba, Goromonzi, and Murewa Rural districts. 2. Reflecting on successes, challenges, lessons learned, and emerging effective avenues for strengthened collaboration and engagement with community-based organizations and socio-economic groups towards an inclusive and gender-sensitive service delivery. 3. Interacting with other development partners and RDCs on possible strategies of strengthening multiple resource leveraging. And 4. To collectively map out the future and roadmap in the next phase were laid down. Various presentations were presented by districts specifically on perspective on the project relevance, implemented initiatives, and emerging results and outputs.
The project is out each year, but not the budget. We also need to review the bylaw. My bad, consultation. It should not be those enough. So, outside panel is right here, and including the activities, because my activities, they don't have the money of bylaws.
Do community-based planning, whereby communities identify their projects. For instance, the clinics, the schools, the roads, the name. So we make sure we don't impose projects to community. So they identify what they want, then we budget together, and we agree that as council resources are not, we have limited resources. What do communities have towards that project? So if we discover that the resources are not enough, we move on to another project that is feasible at that time.
Empowering communities in decision making, transparency of projects that in the districts is improved, and closing the gap between expectations of the communities and what the government can and is expected to deliver. Contributing to improved governance. Roles and responsibilities are clearly laid out such that there is no confusion on who does what.
We problems, problems like we don't know saka pane nyaya dzimakaya edzimvura ownership of project kuti ma-NGOs vanhu vanogona kutaura kuti project yani vasinaiona project yavo saka kuti kunyangwe base kwabva kwatoitawo kuti tikwanise kuengaja vanhu vaite ownership of project because maproposal anogona kuita mazita. Then also the recognition of CBOs a contribution to the district economy. If you remember, issue local authorities in Zimbabwe. So the other from Kano, you would contribute towards the one as so, but this process I don't feel we are still continuing to capacity because at the end of the day, to come to the same delivery. Must say he was an output toward the revenue.
What is coming out of this project? In terms of emerging results and best practices, we also have enhanced contact between citizens and the government. Like what I alluded to earlier on, that one of the reasons why we have local authorities is that we want to bring the government close to the people by giving them access to their leaders. So this project is an end product between citizens and the government.
Then my recommendation is this. To be used to that, to be supported the whole client management for effectiveness of that. Because if it remains as that, as nominal, without properly meeting and deciding which is their way to work, might not see the results that we want. That is also to be supported to conduct usual planning is smart and planning. So that we didn't want to go to two. We might not go to four, like it's some. But that is like the community itself our part. So that they know that we are serious and they really commit themselves to what we're saying.
And what initiatives which are being under the program? We have citizen monitoring, the oversight of our RTC, and other in private sector like the communities. That was the program which was awarded to the public. They can actually learn it all about Chinese chitona kuti masei nezvi zvakakoudzwa nekuita vasiswa veprogram. Then information dissemination, information asymmetry was a basic program. Community public mechanisms also sent to the program where we did engagements, consultation.
The Commonwealth Local Government Forum, CLGF, outlined how they were working together with Civic Forum on Human Development in implementing the social accountability in the project.
My name is Leopold Boroma. I'm the project manager for Commonwealth Local Government Forum. We are running a project that is funded by EU on enhancing local authorities' contribution to development and governance processes in Zimbabwe. The broad objective of the project is to ensure that local authorities are capacitated and equipped to deliver better services and development prospects to their communities. In that sense, we are pushing towards grounding local governance at very local level. For us as CLGF, when we talk of local, we are talking of the ward, which enhances the participation and the involvement of as many people as possible, because we are bringing local government to their to areas that are closest to them. That's where we are collaborating with Civic Forum on Human Development, who are also focusing on strengthening social accountability and enhancing the participation of citizens and their ability to hold their government accountable in the delivery of services and development. So there is a symbiotic relationship between the projects. We are focusing on the demand side we are focusing on the supply side of the project, and Civic Forum on Human Development is strengthening the demand side. So the premises or the argument around that is a strengthened supply side is also to be responsive and accountable to a strengthened demand side. If that relationship is worked out very well through the support that we can offer as two organizations, we are going to have better local governance that are enhancing and increasing development prospects in Zimbabwe.
A presentation on opportunities for community-led resilience building initiatives was also made.
I mean, any range of adaptation option. Kana vanhu vasangana nematambudziko vanokonzerwa nechimhani. Kana ari munhu kuti anorarama nekungochengeta mbudzi kuti dzikarohwa nechirwere haana another option. Kana ari kurima koja chete ndenge chinokonzerwa nayo ikandona kumusika. Zvese zvobva zvaide zvakazvata ndipo munozonzwa kuti vakuenda kunozotengesa kana mabhasikoro kuti vabhadhare manega. Because when I live in the range of adaptation options, and also the weak capacity of transformation of life to ensure that they remain viable in the changing context. Even our local authorities, kana revenue yedu ichibva to one source, source yekangodetect, which means that local authority is also affected. So resilience building is a game of many options. So you need also to start to think even even our targets in the district. How are we targeting the people? Are we layering our program for one another so that one must also edit? At the end of the day, talk about the terms of evaluation. We have got one set of people who are CBP. And then there is a group who knows the local government structure evaluation. CBP also has it. What's the anyway, for another group who knows the China partition is our leading. Our system, but no our build that capacity out, and also if they are taking, they are planning in resilience building, capacity bigger increase, which means you are also reducing vulnerability.
Through this project, districts were also trained on the importance of community engagement and its initiative, and has since started to show positive results.
We train councillors so that they are capacitated to understand that council belongs to them. Council belongs to the community, not necessarily council staff. Then we had to come up with a program to go into communities, and we identified CBOs, and we wanted to find out the challenges that they face. Most of our CBOs face financial challenges. They have limited resources, but however, they work together and do projects in different economic activities such as poultry, livestock rearing, farming, money lending.
As one of the objectives of the project, strengthening capacity for scaling up social accountability in rural local authorities of Zimbabwe, the issue of a gender policy in rural local authorities was also implemented in Murewa Rural Local Authority.
As Murewa RDC, we have adopted the Gender Committee, which is a committee to look into the issues of those marginalized groups. This committee is just like any other committee of council, but it mainly looks into issues of the marginalized groups, as I said before, the women, the youth, people with disability, the aged, and the girls, so that their issues will be heard. This has taken us far, because now as Murewa RDC, we now have a standalone budget. Of course, we have the overall budget, which is also gender sensitive, because the gender issues, they do cut across every committees. They came up with a GV, a one-stop center, which is a GBV intervention service, because we saw it necessary for us to have that GBV one-stop center. It gives 3 services under one roof. That is the legal service, the ZRP service, and also the health service at one center.
Also from the workshop, CSOs and CBOs made their presentations with various issues emerging from them.
The organization has been working with village heads, councillors, and religious leaders in promoting inclusive decision-making processes and building bridges for engagement across different levels of social and economic development amongst women and girls, especially those from the apostolic sect. Our work was also doing COVID-19 vaccine promotion in collaboration with the Ministry of Health and RDC. At the same time, Taiwa power disinfectants
providing of psychosocial support to improve emotional and physical well-being of the most vulnerable population. These are our objectives as the CPO. We are working in the community. Provision of education support to vulnerable children for improved literacy. Spearheading grassroots and top-level advocacy initiatives on child protection and the other related emerging issues. We are signed also, we are working with the junior parliamentarians and the leaders, community leaders, signed the petition paper as well, which was handed over to the MP and also to the council.
Isu tine boka redu remadzimai emukanda inonzi Chiedza. Mukando uyo wakaunzwa mugore ra2015 nevanhu vanokwana ivo 21. Vanhu vechikwata ichi vanokandirana mari inosvika iyo $20 ichikandwa kaviri pamwedzi. Vanhu vari muchikwata ichi vanotenderana kupereka mari muhomwe vozodzosera yaane 4% interest. Chikwata ichi chinosangana nezvimwe zvikwata vachipanana mazana kaviri pagore. Kukaita rufu mumati sechikwata cheChiedza tinounganidza mari inokwana kuita iyo $1 pamunhu yekubatsira panhamo. Pakaita basa munharaunda sepachipatara tinobatsira kuita mabasa sechikwata. Pakavakwa kliniki yedu yepatutrini muwadi medu, chikwata chedu chakakwanisa kubatsira ne1 ton yesimenti.
The Association of Rural District Councils of Zimbabwe, ARDCZ, made a presentation on changing policy landscape on local governance systems of Zimbabwe and its implications to the Social Accountability Project.
Local authorities are established to manage the affairs. Manage the affairs. I think it's a very broad concept of managing the affairs. When one to mange the affairs, no matter everything of the human being, from your birth to your death, the local authority has a mandate to manage the affairs of the people within the areas in which they are established. So, yes, our local authorities might have, from previous years, very more administrative nature, but the 2013 Constitution, Amendment number 20, reconfigured the mandate of local authorities, broadened it. Zvekuti ezvino kanzuru yahurumende yekuzasi as a sub-national structure of government, it is responsible for everything at that level.
From the workshop, CBOs and CSOs took with them various lessons learned from the feedback that was given to them as a learning experience on improving their operations in their communities.
Tiri ku National Reflection Workshop kuno kuChinhoi tadzidza zvinhu zvakawanda sema-CBOs kubvira pakuti tinofanira kucollaborata nema local authorities edu pakuita zvese zvatinoita, so that pakupedzisira as ma-CBOs nemamwe ma-stakeholders ese hatiduplicate ma-activities or ma-services mamwe anenge achizoitwa. Tinofanira kucommunicata as a district, tichitaurirana pane ma-gaps, tichitaurirana pane zvataachiva kuitira kuti pakupedzisira tibude nechinhu one se-district.
Tine zvizhinji zvanga zviri kusaririra pakuita kwataandichiita zvatanga tichiona sema-challenges, asi tazoona kuti hungu ma-challenges but pane ruzivo hwanga huchiperevedza. Nyaya huru yabuda ndeyekuti isu tinofanira kuti tishandidzane nema-local authorities pamwe chete neofisi yaDDC tichishare information navo ivo vachitipawo zvavanenge vanazvo, so that tinokwanisa kushanda zvakareruka. Chimwe chazvikakoshera sekukurukura kwatanga tiri kuita workshop ndechekuti ivo ma-authorities andiri kutaura nesu ya serving the same community. Saka we have to take a concerted approach topinda mucommunity tichitaura chinhu chimwe chete. Saka zvinhu zvandaona zvakakosha zvikuru kwatiri sema-CBOs kuitira kuti zvimhingamupini zvatinosangana nazvo tinozozvigadzirisa tiri pamwe chete se-district.
At the closing of the workshop, several recommendations were made mapping the way forward, such as exchange visits, which includes issues of gender, capacity building for CBOs, financial support for district action teams (DAT), training of council staff, training of traditional leaders, VIDCOs and WADCOs, documentation of success stories, development and review of service charter and strategic plans, submission of service charter to CFHD. All councils to have gender committees like Murewa Raw District Council. Include CBOs in the district action teams, DAT, amongst other recommendations.
Engaging other districts who are yet to join, it's also highly recommended. And probably beyond 2024, we'll be looking at different areas, provided you still have the capacity to fund those projects. You're still welcome to work in our districts.
I would recommend EOE yatikuita social accountability tikaikwenenzvera zvakanaka so that haizofika napartner suduruka. So the onus is on us isu tiri munhu kuona kuti the project ine yaiva sustainable nyaya stability yataura zvakanyanya so is in our own hands yekuti timbotanga tasukurudza EOE ibve zvakanyanya, then we will look at 2024. Thank you.
One area that really struck me a lot was area inclusion of people with disabilities in our program. Remember, we've got what we call the 3+2 approach, whereby we wanted to include the issues women and youth. Participate in planning and resource allocation. So it's an area I think I'm not good to include such issues.
Community engagement is very effective kana tichida kubudisa development yakati simbei, because if you involve the community, you have everything. You have the money, you have the labor, you have even ownership projects at community level. Issue here policy framework, I'm happy kuti association of RDC nayo munozvikare and also the forum which assist. I think there is a lot zvinoda kuinvestwa issue as central government, as local authorities with issues to do with policy framework, considering kuti tiri kuma districts tinodila nema issues are cross cutting. Not only my policies to do with local government. For example, I want to give an example where say vakatipa example yezvavari kuita zveforestry that project. I am sure kuti vamwe vedu we don't even know kuti zvitorimo in our national response strategy climate change. But kuti vamwe vedu sezvatiri as central government, as local authorities, hatisitombotoziva vamwe vacho kuti there is a strategy iripo yenyika, we have a climate change policy iripo yatinofana kunge tichishanda, and issue to do with rewards kana tichirikisa nyaya dzema-emissions zvitoripo like what he is saying, ndo zvinotoitika on the ground zvichienda nema-carbon sinks like a forestry project yavataura iyo. Saka ndiri kuti inini maybe kana tikakwanisa kuti isusu sezvatirimo muno and also our CBOs tikanyanya kuisa trust zvakanyanya panyaya yepolicy framework, because zvimwe zvacho tiri kuimplementa tiri paground but hatina ruzivo.
Once again, the project is very grateful to the support that has been rendered by the funding partner, the European Union, project partners, provincial authorities, targeted aid district, civil society organizations, community-based organizations, and other stakeholders.